After everyone takes the exam all over the world, the examination board, they publish their analysis of how did the people do and what was the reaction of the people. So it's a very wise idea to read their examiner's report published after every exam. That would give you an idea how to prevent your common mistakes that others make in the exam, common mistakes. So here, a little more challenging than some recent papers. So this paper was a hard paper, and some common mistake was when they say sketch, do not use the graph paper. Remember that. Use sketch and do the sketch on the paper answer script. Common error was you have to round. There were rounding errors. For example, if they said three significant figure, in the next question, if you use that, your answer would not be accurate. You have to take more digits for calculation. That's a rounding error. Be careful about that. Another mistake was degrees. Remember that if they said radian, you have to write down the answer in radian, not degrees. And it's a good idea to do your exam on the paper that they have given. Don't write too large so that you have to use extra page because it is risky. They say that over and over again. Do not use extra page. Try to use the paper that they have given. It is supposed to be sufficient. Now, paper one, the first thing that they mentioned was here, question number 6 in kinematics. This is kinematics, and this is the most difficult question in the paper. Part C was the hardest question on the paper. That means you don't have to worry about it. You just do it, and it would be probably removed from the grade boundary, and it would not affect your exam. So when you find a tough question, you don't have to sit with that question and try to do it over and over again because it's not worth it. Probably it will be omitted from the grade, and it would not even affect in the grade boundary. So you just try your best, and if you do not understand an irregular question, move on to the next one. So this one where you have to find the turning point, differentiate and stationary point and compare the values. So that was the most difficult. Question number 7, many people could not do the area, expressing the area in the maximum minima question. So you have to be careful. You have to know how to use the surface area and how it works. So you have to remember the area. This is a very, very important thing to remember. In pure math, we have to use the concept of area volume to express the maximum minima, the first part. And question number 8, they mention many people use degrees where they mention to use radian. That's important. Please remember to use radians. Convert your calculator to radian mode if they ask for radians. And question number 10, if they say write down, you don't have to show any calculation. They said write down the asymptote. And many people, this is another very difficult question. The area of the triangle at the end, many people could not do it. So you don't have to worry too much about a question like that when most people couldn't answer. Of course, it's good if you're able to answer that, but even if you cannot answer that, you have to get the perspective right that many people in the world found that very, very difficult. Although paper 1 is just half the paper, altogether there are 2 papers and 20 questions, but still it will give you an idea how the grade boundary works. Usually the grade boundary is 80. 80%, that means out of 200 you have to get 160, and they gave here 75, so it's a bit lower than usual. B is 59, almost 60, and C, it's below 50%. So that gives you an idea. Even if you get below 50%, that means out of 200, if you get 100, that's a C.